afternoon. It is Chris with Nichols Retirement Empire, headed down to Florida for a couple of days. It has been backed up for miles and miles. So all these people heading back north from Florida are in a huge traffic jam. I stopped at a convenience store, which I did not know it at the time, but I stopped at a convenience store to get gas, and it apparently was before you get to all this jam over here. And that store is a gigantic store, and the entire lot was full. Every gas pump was full. It was a huge amount of people. And I was thinking, man, why are all these people in this store? And now I see why. Because from here back, no telling how far, is traffic. Which makes sense because we're getting toward the end of the summer. So everybody's trying to get their last week or so of fun, summer fun down here in Florida. I'm headed down. I need to mow the grass because the grass is going to be a disaster. I haven't been down there in about 3 or 4 weeks, and man, that grass down there grows like crazy. So I got to go down there, mow the grass, but really the fishing is not good until next week. So I'm going to go down there for a couple of days, kind of make sure everything's cool, maybe fish off the shore a couple of days, and then come back, and then maybe me and Tammy go down next week. But a couple of days on my own, what am I going to get done? Probably nothing. I'm going to stop and get some food here at this exit. This is, I think, the Greenville exit. They have a Crystal here, and this is probably the last Crystal that I know of. This is as far south as Crystal gets. I don't know. I've never seen a Crystal in Pensacola, so they don't have them there. I don't know. Maybe they have one in Mobile or something. I don't know. But I know there's not any in Pensacola, so if I'm going to enjoy a Crystal, this is my last shot. Good thing about Crystal is they're pretty much made to eat in a car. Remember I did that the video about the 70s, nightmares from the 70s about cars and all that, and riding in the car. Crystals must have originated in the 70s because they're just made to eat in your car. And anytime I get a Crystal, and for you up north people, it's White Castle. It's White Castle. And I don't know which one came first. I don't know if Crystal came first and then White Castle copied them, or if White Castle came first and Crystal copied, I don't know. But anyway, these were obviously made to be eaten in your car. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Whenever I get them, if I get them to take home or whatever, they never make it home. I always eat them in the car. And you have to eat Crystals in the car. It's just the way it is. And then it's a waiting game for how long you're going to be able to stay in your car. No, I wouldn't say that. Crystals don't bother me. A lot of people, they hurt their stomachs and stuff, but I do fine with Crystals. I don't know why. I guess because I was trained. I was brought up on them. All right, guys. Next day, I am here. Cut the grass last night, so I got that taken care of. I got the grass cut last night. Today, and it was bad. That was, whew, it's like mowing a hayfield out there. But anyway, I got that took care of. Here at the trailer, my middle building is leaking badly. Apparently me and my dad and my neighbor, all three of us, putting our collective building sense together, could not put together a metal shed and keep it from leaking. So now, with that being said, my dad has built additions onto our house and stuff. I mean, he knows how to put stuff together. He's getting older, so maybe he's slipping up. I've never been able to assemble anything correctly, which is why I realized early on I didn't need to go into carpentry or plumbing or anything like that, because apparently I am inept in all those things. So I knew I wasn't going to put it together correctly, and I follow directions. When I get directions, maybe this is my problem. When I assemble something and there are directions, whatever those directions say, I follow those directions. I'm a direction follower. Now, and I can read. If you watch the latest Family Food Fight, you know, there's proof there that, you know, I am able to read things. So I read the directions. I go in the order of the directions. I do all that, and it's still, maybe that's my problem. Maybe you shouldn't need the directions, and you should just be able to assemble things, but I can't. So one of my neighbors said, well, you just need to put up some, you know, put some tape over the holes, or where the screws are, and because it's leaking where the screws are, and you know, you can blah blah blah. So I tried that before. It helped some. And then Tammy came out and inspected it a while back, and you know, explained to me how that the tape was not on correctly, and there were creases in the tape. And so I took all the tape off. I tried to spray in some of that, what do you call that stuff, you know, like when you shoot holes in your boat with a shotgun, and then you spray it with this can, and then your boat just floats, you know, just puts itself all back together. And I tried that stuff. That didn't work. Matter of fact, it's leaking worse than it was before. So now I'm going to go to Walmart and get some more tape. I'm going to see how that works, if that helps it. And then the rest of the day I will devote to the important pursuit of fishing, and I may take a walk. Well, I believe I did very well there. I went through the fishing section, didn't even stop. Went back, found some waterproof Gorilla Tape and some sealant I'm gonna try, so I'm sure that will work. Then on my way back, I did stop in the fishing section, bought some pliers and some batteries that I need. So very efficient, hopefully very effective trip to Walmart. Yeah, I'm just sitting out here enjoying my favorite restaurant. Never eaten there. I sure like to fish here. What's this? Oh, look what pulled up behind me while I was sitting here. I didn't even notice it. It's fishing away. Somebody pulling up behind me in a Tesla. How much are those? $20,000? 15? I need to look that up. I think they're pretty expensive. Yeah, all these people keep looking over here, pointing at me. Well, I thought they were pointing at me. I thought, well, maybe they recognize me from Family Food Fight, but they were just looking at the car.